What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. In today's video, I am going to share with you guys 3 things that you can do, 3 things that I do that help me make money reselling. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for joining. So in the thumbnail, I am a terrible reseller, and it's kind of true. I was on an eBay call. I was speaking at an eBay meetup last night, and I kind of realized that I'm not really that great of reseller. But I make money reselling. So I sold over $62,000 worth of items on eBay and Poshmark last year, working less than $15 an hour. I make over $150 an hour reselling. I'm a full-time mom. But I'm not that great of a reseller. I'm not a great lister. I don't know all the Bolo brands. I don't keep up with the trends. So I wanted to share this video with you, things that I am doing to still continue to make money reselling, regardless of not being that great at it, honestly. So let's get right into it. The first thing is outsourcing. To grow your business, or even to have a business and do things. To be a reseller, you're an entrepreneur. You're running your own business. There are so many different things to it. You're the sourcer, you're the CEO, you're accounting. If you do social media, you are marketing. There's no way that you're going to be good at every single one of these things, nor are you going to enjoy it. And for me, one thing I don't enjoy, one thing I'm not very good at, nor is it really easy for me to be able to do with my lifestyle. I have 3 kids at home. Remote learning during the pandemic, but even before then, they were little kids, is listing. I don't enjoy listing. I'm not good at it, especially on eBay. It's very overwhelming. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. So I have outsourced it. I pay someone to do it, someone who is very good at it, and it allows me to spend the time on things that I am good at, things that I do enjoy, that has allowed me to increase my business. If I enjoy the sourcing, I'm good at the sourcing. Or for me, building digital products and different things in my business, focus on those things, because if you can spend more time on things that you're good at and give something that you're not very good at, something that you don't enjoy, or even something that you don't have time for, to someone who is, that is how you're going to be able to be more successful in this as well. So the second thing is going to be brands. I sell women's clothing, mostly women's clothing, shoes, and purses. I've spent 36 years having some kind of knowledge around brands, right? I've been wearing women's clothing for this long, so I have some kind of understanding, but I don't know the Bolo brands. People will ask me, hey, have you heard of this brand? Or no, I don't. I don't know Bolo brands. I don't know fancy brands. To me, I grew up thrifting. If I found a mall brand when I was growing up, I was super excited. And now not mall brands as resellers is kind of looked down on, right? But you can still make money. I sold almost 2,000 items. I don't remember exactly. I can look. I sold, let's see. Yeah, almost 2,000, 1,850 items last year without knowing all of the Bolo brands. But here's a tip. So it's not just, you don't have to know the Bolo brands, you can do it. Let me show you how I decide what to buy and how not what to buy. I look at Terapeak, or you can look at Completely, or you can look at Sellhound is another one. There's places that you can look at comps, but knowing what to look at when you're looking at these places is helpful. So I'm going to show you, if you have a store subscription to eBay, you have access to Terapeak. I have heard rumor that this is coming out on the app, which is super exciting because when you're outsourcing, but you can do research in here. If you don't know things, look it up. And this is what I do. I don't know the Bolo brands. I don't even pretend to know the Bolo brands or try and learn them, because they're constantly changing and there's literally thousands upon thousands of brands to learn. So hey, I'm out thrifting, I'm buying a liquidation palette. Lucky Brand, something that I see a lot. I've been seeing a lot of Lucky Brand swimsuits. I come in, so if you have an eBay store, you go to My Seller Hub, research, Terapeak product research, and type in what you're looking for. So I just quickly said Lucky Brand swimsuit. I was looking at a palette that had a bunch of swimsuits that were Lucky Brand. And I'm like, should I buy this, right? So then you come down here, it was a palette, so it was new with tags. This is looking at the last 90 days. And you come down here and Terapeak is going to tell you it has a 0.14 sell-through rate. which is terrible. So if you're not familiar with sell-through rate or you don't follow my channel, sell-through rate is how much has sold in the past 90 days out of how much is listed on eBay. Less than 1%. So if they had 100 items, not even one item has sold in the past 90 days. That's terrible. The average sold price is $23. So I'm going to take this and take you on to my step 3 of how I use this information to make money with reselling. And that's knowing my numbers. That is knowing what sell-through rate means. That is knowing what average sale price means, how they work together, and what I want and to be able to make the money that I need to make. So I don't have to know all the Bolo brands. I can look and say, hey, there's Lucky. I'm seeing that a lot. Is this something that I should buy? So let me show you how I decide if it's something that I should buy. And this is where what we're going to be looking at now is the Sarah Stiles Analytical Sales and Trends Dashboard. I have a background in mathematics. I was in corporate America building spreadsheets. So I know this is not something that everyone has access to or is able to build. That is why I have built this, and it's a template. You copy and paste your data in here and you have access to all of these data and charts so that you can be successful even if you don't have that skill set. So the links for those are down below, but let me talk you a little bit through this spreadsheet and how I use this to make the money that I want to make, even though I'm a terrible reseller. So if you scroll down, there's a simulator in here. I can say I want to make 8,500 gross revenue each month. Cool. What do I specifically need to do to get there? Based off of my average sale price, based off of my average sell-through rate, things that I'm already doing, inventory that I already know how to source, everything like that. What do I need to do to get there? I need to have, these are various different scenarios, a sell-through or an average sale price around here. Let's say I want to increase my average sale price. I'm going to work a little bit harder at learning some of those Bolo brands. Or when I'm outsourcing, I say, I'm going to look up brands, I'm going to look up comps. If it does not fall in this average sale price, I don't buy it. And that is what helps me continue to learn and what helps me make the money that I want, because I am buying things based off of facts, buying things based off of numbers. And I want to help you guys do that stuff as well too. So if you do like content like this, do make sure to hit that subscribe button. I go way more in depth in my videos on how to use this data in your reselling business to make it. But in this video, I just wanted to briefly talk a little bit about that. I don't buy things if they don't hit this average sale price that I want, or that they're above my sell-through rate. So my sell-through rate, right now is around 16% for the month. So that Lucky brand stuff that we were looking at, I'm not going to pick it up. I looked at a palette. It's not worth my time. I am not going to buy it. But had I not looked it up on Terapeak, I've heard in social media, this sells well, this sells well, this sells well. Looking at my numbers, understanding how to research products and looking at and comparing to your numbers allows you to do that. A couple other things in this dashboard, and then I will get to a bonus number 4 thing that I do. So make sure to stay tuned. This has categories. What categories? If I try something new, it tells me my categories, my brands. But something that I really did in 2020 was focus on platforms. What platforms are working for me? You can obviously tell eBay is knocking it out of the park compared to Poshmark. I tried ThreadUp. Not worth my time, but I didn't know that social media was all about it. I didn't know that until I looked at all of my numbers. And then the other thing is sourcing. 2020 kind of took me outside of my comfort zone to try new things. I was a thrifter. That was it. I did the bins sometimes, but based off of my data, you can see here, the bins, my profit at the bins was lower, and it actually takes me more time at the bins to source because you're searching through things. But I tried a bunch of different things last year. And instead of continuing to do things that were not working, I tried them. I looked at my numbers and I decided what was going to work best for me. So before I get to item bonus number 4 thing that I do, even though I'm a terrible reseller, like I said, I'm not a great lister. I don't know all the brands. I don't know all the top trends, but I am still selling, up here last year, 2020, I sold 62,000 gross revenue reselling, working under 15 hours a week because I am a full-time mom. So before we get to bonus number, if you do like content like this, or you want to learn more about how to look at your numbers, how to use this data to drive your decisions and make the money that you want to make, stop wasting your time and money on things that are not working, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notifications, as well as like this video, leave comments down below to help the algorithm so other resellers can see this content as well. And if you have questions, of course, drop those down below as well. So bonus number 4 is going to be know my worth. I have a hourly rate that I am trying to get to. And I talk about this. I have 2 courses available. I go really in depth into this into a course, is figuring out what your worth is. And everyone has a different amount, a different dollar amount that it makes it worth their time. But first start with your worth. How much is your time worth? And then work backwards and either make efficiencies. So I spent a lot of time last year on efficiencies, taking photos, improving my shipping processes so you can make more money if you can get more done in the time that you're doing it. If you only have 2 hours and normally it takes you, in those 2 hours, you can list 10 items. If you can improve your process to double how many items you're listing, you're going to make more money in the same amount of time. So look at what you're doing, improve your processes. Something that I do, I time myself. And I play a little game with myself. It reminds me of my 5-year-old who, does like the timed addition. Here's a minute, how much can you get done? And then the next day, how many can you get done now, right? Always improving, timing yourself, try a new process out and time yourself and see if it is actually making you get more done in the time that you have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more content like this. Have a good day.